Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Holy moly. What? This is a sad moment in the history of the digital asset space. I'm glad I was here for it. I'm glad I was part of it. We're going to talk about CZ and Binance here in a minute, but I think it's hugely important to understand where we are. This space is here. The digital asset space is here. It's not going away. You don't have that freaking road show that the DOJ and the United States Treasury and the CFTC, we don't have that madness if this digital asset space is not here to stay and is here to challenge the current financial system. You don't have a kind of road, that kind of, what was that? I'm not even sharing that video. Like, what was that? Stuart Alvarado lays it down the way it should be laid down. I'm going to share that with you guys as well. Galgotron, actually, the OG in the digital asset space, the XRP community, Galgotron, actually responded to CC's post. I'm going to share that with you as well. Listen, I'm going to go over the numbers real quick because the market is doing what the market does, fam. If you can stomach it, I'll go over the numbers. But this is an interesting time, although it is sad time. It's a very, very interesting time. Mark this in your calendar, November 21st of 2023, the day we moved forward as a viable asset class in the financial markets. Today is that day for me, without question. All right, guys, listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news. And around 0 to 10 minutes, let's go over these numbers. You guys said you can stomach it. I'll share it real quick. According to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap is at 1.42 trillion, down from over 3 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is at 49.8%. There's no alt season happening with that going on. Bitcoin's trading at $36,215. Ethereum is trading at $1,972. XRP is trading at 58 cents. What happened to the market? The CEO, founder of the world's largest digital asset exchange, is resigning and paying billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars in fees. What happened to the market? I'm telling you, the space is here to stay. I hope you're paying attention to it. Don't pay attention. Don't get worked up about that road show. I don't even know what you call that madness, that act put on by the CFTC, the Department of Justice, the Secretary of Treasury. Don't fall for it. It's an act. BlackRock has spoken. BlackRock has spoken. The digital asset space is here to stay. They have spoken. It's just a matter of who is going to survive the madness of the United States regulator and choke point 2.0. Who can survive it? That's all there is. That's all there is a matter of in terms of the new people. Can you survive? Can Kraken survive this second onslaught from the SEC? Can Coinbase survive? I think they can because of BlackRock. Ripple is going to survive. Who can survive Operation Choke Point? It's going to cost you about, at a minimum, 100 mil. At a minimum, it's going to cost you 100 mil. The regulators know it. They know it's a playbook play, right out of the playbook, to drain your resources financially so you can't, even if you're legit, you can't put up a fight. And again, the digital asset space is our chance to win. And they're trying to take it away from us. You got to get it. I did a drive time video today. I didn't upload it. I'm going to upload it later and probably schedule it for tomorrow. You're going to want to check it out. You're going to want to check that out. It's the real deal for sure. Let's get into CZ here. Artur Portillo. That's pretty funny what he said here. CZ says, today I stepped down as CEO of Binance. Admittedly, it was not easy to let go emotionally, but I know it's the right thing to do. I made mistakes and I must take responsibility. This is best for our community, for Binance and for myself. Binance is no longer a baby. It is time for me to let it walk and run. I know Binance will continue to grow and excel with the deep bench it has. I'm pleased to announce Richard Tang, our now former global head of regional markets, has been named the CEO of Binance today. Richard is a highly qualified leader, and with over 3 decades of financial services and regulatory experience, he will navigate the company through its next period of growth. He will ensure Binance delivers on our next phase of security, transparency, compliance, and growth. Now he goes on to the history of who this dude is. And then at the end here, I like this. It's important to understand what he's saying here. On that note, I am proud to point out that in our resolution with the United States agencies, they do not allege that Binance misappropriated any user funds and do not allege that Binance engaged in any market manipulation. Let me share with you what Stuart Alderati had to say about this. It's fascinating to me. The Binance resolution of anti-money laundering, etc., those violations, is a necessary step to bring the crypto industry into compliance with these important laws and safeguards. Big banks, all of the big banks, all went through some version of this years ago. Importantly, nowhere does the Department of Justice suggest that Binance committed securities law violations or even suggest that the assets traded on this platform are securities. The Treasury and the CFTC joined the Department of Justice in the Binance deal. The SEC did not and was glaringly absent from the stage today. This sends a clear message that the agency under Gensler has not only become an outlier globally, but an outlier within its own government. The SEC, like a petulant child who can't stand being ignored, tweeted its misguided suit against Kraken at 3 p.m. Eastern time today, the exact time the Department of Justice press conference regarding Binance was scheduled to begin. Truly secondhand embarrassment at this juvenile behavior. Remember, the SEC's fabricated term, crypto asset securities, is nowhere to be found in the Department of Justice case against Binance because it has no meaning under the law. Secretary Yellen was calling it virtual currency exchange. Has no meaning under the law. The courts have been very clear that tokens themselves are not security. I'm going to share John Deaton's thing, then I'm going to share Galvatron. I'm going to end with that. I think it's huge. Gary Gensler, says John Deaton, is a despicable and dishonorable regulator. He knew that Kraken believed it was buying peace for the 30 million. I know some people are critical of his choice to settle and pay the 30 million. I wanted them to fight as well. But when you decide to fight, 30 million only takes you one-third, it only takes you so far, like maybe only 1/3 of the way. Excuse me. If you're lucky, if it only takes you 1/3 of the way, if you're lucky. Ask Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse, who spent 150 million plus so far and is still paying millions in legal fees. I wasn't in the room with the Kraken leadership when the decision was made to settle, but I guarantee you things like the permanent layoffs of good, loyal employees were discussed. When the belief is 30 million buys you peace and keeps good people employed, I understand why a company makes it. Unfortunately, Gensler doesn't give a crap about those same employees or investors. He's a disgrace, and I can't wait to see him go down. Sad, sad, sad. Sad, sad, sad. Today, the SEC filed, this is from Kraken Exchange. Today, the SEC filed a complaint alleging that Kraken operates as an unregistered national securities exchange, broker, and clearinghouse. We disagree with the claims and plan to vigorously defend our position. Interesting stuff. Meanwhile in the US, remember, the digital asset space is our chance to win. For the first time in the history of finances, you and I, the average Joe and Jane, the bank teller, the landscaper, the truck driver, are able to participate at the protocol level in new technology. At the protocol level in new technology. And the powers that be, old money, operations, and those who, the puppets of Operation Choke Point, don't want you to win. Don't get it twisted. It's not about trying to protect the U.S. dollar, protect the U.S. reserve as a reserve stat. It's not about any of that. It's about they don't want you to win. If there is no poor or middle class, what do we need them for? Why do we need a central bank monetary and or fiscal policy? Why do we need some policy from the Department of Secretary of Treasury? You see what I'm saying? They want the poor. They want the middle class. They want the divide between the top 1% or 1% and everyone else. That's what they want. They don't want new digital asset millionaires and multi-millionaires and nine-figure earners. They don't want it. They're trying to keep that percentage as low as possible. That's why they're coming after the digital asset space. It's not about protecting anything, but their ability to exist. Because the digital asset space represents an opportunity for you and I to choose our own money, choose the monetary policy that comes along with that money, and choose to store it where we want to store it and not have their monetary and or fiscal policy and their dirty, nasty fiat shoved down our throat. That's what they want. Because BlackRock will do their bidding. Will do their bidding. Don't forget that BlackRock and JP Morgan are in the process right now of rebuilding a war-torn country in the Ukraine. Really? Now, how are you going to rebuild it if there is no war? You ever think about that? Don't sleep on the confessions of an economic hitman 1 and 2. Don't sleep on it. That's the real deal. And the only way to change it is, like I said in my drive time video today, you got to put your vote. You got to put your vote where your generational wealth lies. Go to @2BitIdiot on X and check out his post. Check out his post on what's necessary. What it is necessary for you to do. I shared it in the drive time video. I'm going to end this one with a blast from the past. Let's see if I can find that. A blast from the past from my guy Galvatron. Where is it? What happened to it? Let me see something. I don't know if Galvatron reposted it. Let me see if I can find it. I thought I had it. Blast from the past, Galvatron. And I think he said it perfectly. Here it is right here. I'm going to end the video with this one. He responded to CZ stepping down. Galvatron says, "Thank you for all you've done to bring crypto out of its infancy and into legitimacy, CZ. You're one of the best that crypto has to offer. Nobody believes anything that the United States government says about anything. So just trust that we trust you. Always try to do the right thing. A living legend." a living legend. And I agree with him. And so again, don't be fooled by that, I don't know, that show that was put on today by the Department of Justice. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. It's a show. It's a show to dissuade your neighbor, the person who maybe perhaps comes and cuts your lawn, to dissuade them from getting it. Wait a minute. Isn't crypto? That's what they want. They want to keep you, they want to keep your neighbors reliant on the dirty, nasty financial system, the dirty, nasty fiat financial system, which is the world's greatest Ponzi scheme. That's what they want. Never forget that. All right, fam, look. This wraps up your XRP Ripple Daily News in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope that it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor, hit that like button. It really helps with the algorithm on YouTube. And listen, if you've been hanging out, watching, and listening to the Crypto Siege, and you have enjoyed those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this video like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. I would ask you to consider this, to perhaps ponder, think about it for a moment. Think about the notion or idea of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.